Hi, my name is Sazsha. Welcome to the Muthaship. Let's see what our messages are for today. Got the Tower coming in at the heart of the reading, and also the Eight of Spades, which is the Justice card. So for some of you, I'm feeling like this is actually something that could be a positive event, but maybe completely unexpected. And usually with the Tower, it always brings change of some kind. So whether it's negative or positive, it is change coming in that will kind of like clear the decks, so to speak. This is also maybe something that's just really like shook you. You could just be feeling shook at the turn of events. And also, this is about, for some of you, karmic justice. So, this is also for some of you just having those enlightenments and those epiphanies about maybe actions of the past or certain cycles, situations, people, places, and things. And this is about bringing that justice forward. For some of you, you could have actually had a legal situation as well. For some of you, I would just err on the side of caution, especially if like you don't have your paperwork straight or things like that. Don't be speeding, don't get caught up, watch your back, that kind of thing. But for many of you, these events have already come in. So, Divine Feminine, today you have the 10 of Club reversed. You have the 2 of Spade, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. You have the 5 of Spade and the Queen of Hearts. So for many of you, there's maybe some competition, or you might feel or sense that competitive energy. And it's important to keep yourself balanced here and just remember your own generous nature. Remain compassionate with yourself. Continue giving yourself that like high level nurturing quality. But you are beginning to put some burdens down. Maybe something has come to your attention that has really cleared your vision. So seeing clearly and also feeling your way forward right now. This is the ending of a phase for some of you where you're being able to let go of some of these previous responsibilities. But you might also still need to change your perspective because maybe things have not turned out the way that you expected, and you're kind of in a position where you have to consider your opponents, consider your market, consider how things are changing for you. But this is a time period of maybe feeling like you're in isolation or limbo, but it's truly a time period that's helping you to get organized, maybe more on the internal level. This is where you get higher light codes, activations. This is also where you can receive fresh new ideas and inspirations if you allow the process. So tapping into your internal self is key here, changing the way that you're seeing things. And do remember with the twin flame mirror especially, or the lemnis gate, the point where you and your twin cross in the middle, you always have to take on their view and they have to take on yours. So using that mirror is exceptionally important. Whatever they may be triggering in you, it's time for you to look at that and address it within yourself. And that's what moves your connection forward, is when you bring healing to yourself. So this is always about your path. It's about you. It's about your ascension. And placing your priority there is key. Also, for those of you who are interested, in the description box, you can find my other 2 channels where I post more of the DMDF readings. And also there's included a free link to a site that can help you navigate your inner healing work. You can always book me to help you with this as well. I can look into your shadow, I can look into your energy field and see where you need to apply any of this healing medicine. So this is a time period for not only shifting your viewpoint, but understanding that sometimes the way you perceive things is not correct based on not a cloudy judgment. This is not linear thinking here. It's based on like where you've been conditioned and where you've held like a program in place that's just been running and running and running in the background. And this has been maybe repeating different cycles through your life. So this is where you begin to undo that, deprogram yourself and get to the heart of those things so that you can really have these monumental changes coming in that are going to bring you more enlightenment and peace and sovereignty. So do remember that you're both polarities, masculine and feminine. Both of the sides of the reading apply to you. Divine masculine, you have the 6 of spades, you have the 8 of club reversed, Jack of spades, and King of diamonds. So for some of you, you might be a father. You could also be an entrepreneur. You could be any number of things, but in general, you may have a lot of responsibilities or be a caretaker for others. And you have a very generous spirit here. This is about remaining in that energy of generosity, but you also are in a place of transition. So maybe you're moving from one idea to the next. Maybe you're moving across town or across cities. For some of you, I'm hearing tri-cities. This could also just be travel in general. But there's a need to keep looking forward, and for many of you, you might just be using your intellect or your mind to kind of like scope things out. But you also have some block communication. So for some of you, maybe you don't know exactly what's on the other side for you right now, the other side of this transition, because maybe you haven't heard the messages that you need to hear from someone, or maybe you haven't received that confirmation that you're looking for. For some of you, this is just in the details. For others of you, this is more about your twin flame connection and also your own internal alignment. Like you may be blocking yourself from seeing, knowing, hearing all things. You may be blocking yourself from trusting your intuition. So just double check and see where you're at with that. But this could also be that you need to express yourself more and not wait for others to express themselves. Some of you might have the habit of doing that already. It's just depending on your own circumstances. So for some of you, how you express yourself may be the greater question. Let's get some more cards out. I got this deck for you today. Divine Masculine, you have the 7 of Swords reversed and the 8 of Wands. So you have a double card here. You have the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So this is definitely communication, more than likely with your twin or your counterpart. And this is an honest communication. Maybe you felt like things have been withheld from you, information withheld. But there is honesty here. There is, for some of you, this is also surprise. So maybe this is just something that wasn't communicated because they wanted to surprise you. Whatever your circumstances here, there could be a lot of text coming in, messages, emails, calls, things like that. Divine Feminine, you have the 7 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So you're wanting to start something new here and really get in that energy of your passion. This is also about just allowing things to happen naturally, reconnecting with your own divine innocence. But this is a very creative card, and for some of you, this is a new offer. But you might be in that space of feeling a little bit defensive still, even though you're putting down burdens. You can still maybe feel this energy of competition or some type of resistance happening. So there's a need to always go into your resistance and check it out and see what is the underlying current there. Let's get a few guidance cards for today. Divine Masculine, you have the wolf. So this calls your attention to your tribe, to your family, and to sacrifice. What are you creating? What are you giving to the whole of humanity? What is your gift? And also, this is about your experiences. What have you learned so far? And this is taking those experiences, taking your life's wisdom, and making it tangible, touchable, digestible. So within communication, the only communication that really counts is what the other person can understand. So this is also becoming a teacher and really turning that knowledge that you have into wisdom. The heart of the reading, you have the Twin Flame Union card. This is confirmation that yes, this is your twin. This is your twin flame path. This is also about cooperation. This is about giving your soul's purpose to the world. And also this is about finding that missing puzzle piece of yourself and reuniting, especially within yourself. So this is doing that soul retrieval work. This is working on yourself diligently and connecting all those pieces within your like sub-selves. This is just bringing yourself together in unification and in wholeness so that you can have that reflected in your partnership. So for many of you, this is coming together with your twin. Divine Feminine, this is the Wombat. This reminds you to be at home. So this is grounding yourself through these changes and really grounding your energy field, connecting and reconnecting to the earth. When you have your earth connection really stabilized, you allow yourself pleasure in all its forms, even just being creative, being centered in your life. So this is shifting also more into your divine feminine principle also. You might feel like you're in a space of having to wait or persevere, but this is where you put your twin flame path as priority, put your ascension first, and really focus on yourself and magnetize yourself to your desires.